Jon Rahm testing positive for the coronavirus, COVID-19. He had a 6-stroke lead in the tournament. He was 18 under. His nearest pursuers were there at 12 under. He finishes up, and on 18, when he gets done, they inform him he's tested positive, and he has to withdraw from the tournament. Just like that. It's an entirely new tournament. Here from the PGA Tour gives us sort of a timeline of what happened. On the evening, Monday, May 31st, the PGA Tour notified Jon Rahm that he was subject to contact tracing protocols as he had come in close contact with a person who was COVID positive. Per the tour's COVID health and safety plan, Rahm was given the option to remain in the competition and enter our tracing protocol, which includes daily testing, restricted access to indoor facilities. Rahm has remained asymptomatic. Rahm has tested negative every day, but his most recent test, which was performed after the conclusion of the second round, there was a rain delay, and before the start of the third round, so that was this morning, returned a positive at approximately 4:20 p.m. Eastern while Rahm was on the golf course. We showed you that. He was on the 12th hole making birdie. The PGA Tour's medical advisor requested a confirmatory test of the original sample, which came back at 6:05 Eastern and was also positive. And then that's when they caught Rahm as he was finishing up a brilliant round of 64, 8 under to take the tournament lead, take control, that he was done and had to withdraw from the tournament. Bob Harig on the phone with us right now. And Bob, this has got to be the Tour's worst nightmare. They've avoided this for 16 months. Just give us what you know about the situation.
Yeah, you're right, John. It's not great. I mean, this was something that everybody worried about being able to happen when they came back basically a year ago, and it never did. I mean, they never had this situation. It's only the fourth time there's been a positive test within a tournament, obviously not under circumstances where the guy's leading and leading by 6 shots. But as you outlined there, he's been tested every day. There's been some wonder why didn't they get him off the course earlier? They didn't know. The second round had to be completed this morning. They basically then went back out a couple hours later. He was tested this morning. The results don't come back right away. They got a positive about 4:30. He was still on the course, but they wanted to run another test on the original to make sure it wasn't a false positive. They didn't get that result until 6:05, which was basically almost exactly when he was finishing up on 18. They then immediately told him. Crazy thing is, he now has to go into isolation for 10 days. He's not going to be able to come out until June 15th, which is the week of the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines, where Rahm's won a tour event a few years ago. So not only does it impact this event, but it could impact him trying to win a major championship as well.
You mentioned there's only 4 positive tests. In the statement from the tour, it says, including Rahm's. And he said that we could pick up just a little of the audio from the broadcast where he goes, "Oh, no, not again." Fill us in on some of the backstory here, if you could.
Yeah, I believe Rahm has had COVID before, is what he was referring to there. I don't believe he ever tested positive at an event, but he had the virus at some other point in the process. It's unclear if he's vaccinated. The tour is not requiring players to be tested weekly anymore if they're fully vaccinated. The problem is this is a contact tracing issue. He had been in close contact with someone else who had COVID. So we don't know yet. We're waiting to find out if that still means he would have had to test every day, even though he's vaccinated. Clearly, he did have to test every day, and he's returned negative tests all this time until now.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.